Where on earth do you live? Do you believe in heaven and perhaps a path to get there? What do you believe in and how free do you feel to practice your belief? Religious freedom is one of the pillars of our civilization, and many of us have fairly similar ideas about what it is. But can the followers of different religions live together in peace? I mean, how can a person believe that his or her way is the best and yet not enforce it on others or allow for them to practice differently? It seems like a far-off idea, especially since we often witness religious conflict, not only between people of different religions, but also those of different sects under the same religion. Take a watch.
Every year on the 12th of July, the British Protestants of Northern Ireland celebrate their national heritage by burning huge bonfires and marching through the streets. This is particularly contentious in the heavily divided city of Belfast, after decades of conflict between the Republican Catholics and the Loyalist and Unionist Protestants. Some people on each side still feel oppressed by the other.
See, we live in a world where millions have fled persecution because of their beliefs or ethnicity. Many others feel that their religion is under attack. Here's what a Christian MP said about religious freedom in the UK.
Freedom of religion, this hard-won freedom, is under attack in the UK today. Whether unintentionally from those who lack religious literacy, or more deliberately from aggressive secularists, or by attacks from one faith or another, or simply by those who ridicule people of faith in the 21st century.
Sometimes it seems that the followers of different religions simply cannot live together in peace. But is that true? Isn't there any way out of religious conflict? Perhaps history can help restore our faith in peace. It's true that there has often been conflict among followers of different religions, but religion has also meant a refuge from violence. Did you know, for instance, that Muslims ruled India for centuries and the country still retained its Hindu majority? Or that Roderick H. Davidson, a prominent Western historian of the Ottoman Empire, has said that Turks who were Muslims were, quote, less oppressive of their subjects than were Prussians of the Poles, the English of the Irish, or the Americans of the Negroes. In fact, there's evidence that in the 19th century, immigration to the Muslim-ruled Ottoman Empire increased. Why is that, though? Well, tolerance is a big part of the Quran itself. There are quite a few verses talking about religious tolerance. One section, for instance, starts with the call to Prophet Muhammad to deliver his message. Then, he's told that there will be rejection, but that his only duty is the delivery of the message. The Prophet is then told that there is no coercion in religion, and later, to finally tell the non-believers, I worship not what you worship, and you are not worshiping what I worship, nor am I worshiping what you worship. Neither are you worshiping what I worship. Therefore, to you, your religion, and to me, my religion. Not only does Islam tolerate members of other faiths, but also in a chapter of the Quran called Hajj, God grants believers who have been driven out of their home without rights the permission to fight. It explains that were it not for God's checking of some people by others, there would have been demolished monasteries, churches, synagogues, and mosques in which the name of Allah or God is much mentioned. There were peace treaties, for instance, between the Prophet of Islam and Jews for their rights to be guaranteed and their safety granted.
Modern-day Muslim scholars often repeat the catchphrase, Islam tolerates other religions, but I believe this is an inadequate representation of the faith. Tolerate, as defined in the Webster Dictionary, is to endure, put up with, or to bear. And according to this definition, tolerance allows one to develop only a simple or superficial relationship devoid of compassion, empathy, and mutual understanding. In true Islam, it's not sufficient to simply tolerate others. The injunction for acceptance was established when God said in the Holy Quran, the holy book of Muslims, "O mankind, we created you from a single pair of a male and a female, and made you into nations and tribes so that you may know one another, not that you may despise each other. Verily, the most honored of you in the sight of God is the most righteous of you."
Despite everything we see today on the news, and despite what is spewed out by our politicians come election time, both history and religious teachings show us that religion itself can be the antidote to religious intolerance. Until the next way's out, may God bless you all.